Hello, welcome to another Geek Stop, and today for your unboxing pleasure I have this month's Sci-fi block. So let's get it open, let's see what we got. I've already cut the tape. Still doesn't stop me getting into the box with certain amounts of trouble. Anyway, here we go. Okay, first up I can see a Funko Pop. It is David from Independence Day, David Levinson. But hey, hold on, this is not any Independence Day, this is the new Independence Day Insurgents. So that's pretty smart to get a brand new one that close. I mean, the film is opening this weekend, I think, so that's pretty smart. So let's have a look around, and that is Other Buddies. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look inside, see what he looks like. That's quite nice, that. It's got decent sculpt on it. Really liking the hair. It's actually got a real hair on it, I think. Yeah, that's really nice. A really nice touch with a ribbing on his jumper. Hopefully you can pick that out. Yeah, that's really nice, and obviously the grey hair, as this is now set 20 years later from the original. Yeah, really looking forward to that. There was a double bill showing, I think it only showed one day, but it was shown with an extended version of the original Independence Day. So that was 5.5 arse-numbing hours. That's a long time in the cinema, especially these days, you know, how we get bored and fidgety. But I really want to see that, and I really want to see the extended original version. I wasn't aware there was one, unless it's been specially created to be released to coincide with this, but I will keep an eye on that. Okay, our Shirt Punch t-shirt, unusually blue. Hold on. Right, okay, so you may or may not have seen it. There was a collection a while back of stickers, kind of trading card stickers, and they were sort of horror movies crossed with breakfast cereals and given really funky names like Dracula Bites and that sort of thing. And this is done same sort of idea, and what we have is Hammond's Jurassic Pops. How cool is that? That is excellent. That is so good. And there's normally all little bits and pieces on here. So the cereal itself is dino eggs and skulls. 65 million years in the making, fortified with dino DNA. Make your kids grow big and strong. And free inside, Raptor Claw. That is a brilliant t-shirt. That's Shirt Punch, never ever disappoint. Always good quality. Gildan t-shirts, nice and thick. They're really nice. That's well smart. I'm looking forward to wearing that. Next up, okay, got a tin. Quite possibly could be coasters or something. Aha, it says coasters on the back. Yep, so it's definitely coasters. Cafe 80s. Yep, do not open until 1985. Which is interesting, because Cafe 80s was set in Back to the Future 2, so it's actually nothing to do with Back to the Future 1, except it has when they go back, and then Back to the Future and Back to the... Oh, okay, let's not get all messed up in timelines. But very interesting, really nice design, very sort of retro looking, very cool. I like that. Oh yeah, say hold on. Yeah, Back to the Future. Yeah, Back to the Future 2. So the Cafe 80s was somewhere, yeah, in the future. It's alright, it's all coming back to me now. Okay. Oh, these are really nicely made actually. It's a really nice tin to keep them in. They're cork backed and plastic on the front, so the good news is, oh, are they plastic? I can't tell actually. They might be, but it might be some sort of enamel. I think they're probably plastic. Anyway, let's see what we got. We've got one Hill Valley. Hill Valley tourist one. That's smart. Next up, shield your eyes from light. It's a flux capacitor. It's what makes time travel. Said Doc Brown. Nay, this is well smart. I so wish this was something we actually genuinely had. And this is made to look like the disc that they had in the film in Back to the Future 2. So it was like a Pizza Hut, come out of a tiny box, popped it in this machine, 10 seconds later you've got like a 15-inch steaming hot, very, very tasty looking pizza. That would be smart. That would be so cool. That's smart. Oh, and last we have one that looks like a chip from Biff's Casino in Back to the Future 2. That's really smart. These are really nice actually. Whether I'll use them or not, I'll put them with my Back to the Future display. I'll probably do both actually, but they're really nice. I'm quite impressed with those. Next up, okay, it's toy shop time. These are like the toy soldiers that we used to get when I was a kid from the shop. They're really kind of, they're quite cheap looking, but you probably don't, they're probably not that cheap actually. But it's Aliens versus Colonial Marines. Army soldiers. There's 10 pieces in there. So we've got, I can get you a close-up of any of these Marines. I don't really want to open the packet because I want to keep it as is. So there's a Marine and what appears to be 10 alien creatures. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. I like that. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, it reminds me of my childhood. Also, you know, the green guys that they had in Toy Story, same sort of thing. Well smart, I like that. Okay, next up, Battlestar Galactica comic book. So strangely, it's a comic block exclusive, so I guess they are putting it in both boxes, which is unusual. Not so cool if you're buying both boxes, but I don't get the comic one. I get others, but nevertheless, it's a smart looking comic. That's really nice. I like that. Really nice artwork on there, and it's an exclusive, of course. Next up, we have a picture, a limited edition 30th anniversary lithograph of Back to the Future, of a kind of like I don't know, sort of trendy art print of the DeLorean, and it says here, you made a time machine out of a DeLorean. Brilliant. This is really nice actually. It's a 30th anniversary lithograph, really nice. Hopefully I can get it framed and find some space to put all these great things that I'm getting up. And that's it. Okay, but oh yes, there's one final thing, which is before I go on to the cards, and I remember reading about this. I'm just going to cover up the code. I won't know he's sneakily using it because that's mine. They're now coming with a $10 shirt punch token, and if you can also see down in the corner, there's a set of pictures, and on the back here there is a picture. So if you get all of the pictures, there are 1, 2, 3, 9 in all. So I guess it pays if you're a multi-purchaser and you get more boxes per month. So you collect the pictures, and if you get a whole picture, you get a $100 gift card. But this is great. This is $10 of credit. I'll pop that onto my account, buy myself something cool or add to something cool. Right, what we got here? Factory Entertainment, factoryent.com. So the coolest products from the coolest brands. So not too sure what this is. So it looks like a kind of toy place. Lots of the usual suspects on here: Marvel, Jurassic Park, Ninja Turtles, Game of Thrones, DC, Ghostbusters, Gremlins, blah blah blah, and 15% off. So that's not bad. That's not a bad little part. You've got to spend $50, but you know, $50 ain't that much. Okay, next up, for what's coming up in next week's. Okay, this July Sci-Fi block is bringing you a paranormal item from Ghostbusters. Also this month, Sci-Fi block contains 2 exclusives, and on the other side, also beaming your way, are items from NASA. Hey, maybe we'll get one of those uncensored photos that they've just found from Mars, except they didn't just find them, they were actually taken a couple of weeks ago, if not longer. All very strange stuff, and an item from Star Trek. So looking forward to that next month. Brilliant. So what was in the box? Okay, Independence Day Resurgence, Jake Morrison or David Levinson. I assume that David Levinson and obviously David Levinson is a main character, and our other guy here, Jake Morrison, is the other key character in it. So there we go, there's our brilliant Funko Pop. So you got a choice of, well, not a choice, but you've got a chance of one of the two. Our very cool Shirt Punch Jurassic Pops t-shirt, and I'll pop a link down there for Shirt Punch as well, because they do some great deals. I get a lot of stuff from them. Our Back to the Future lithograph, our Aliens versus Colonial Marines toy soldiers, our Back to the Future coaster pack, and finally our Battlestar Galactica comic. And there's our lot, and I have to say that is a cracking box. Quite possibly one of the best sci-fi boxes I've had in a while. They're always pretty good, but you know, you obviously sometimes get something you're not too keen on, but I actually love everything in that box, so I'm really pleased with that, especially that t-shirt. What a lot of fun that is. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the bottom if you're interested in getting one of these. There's quite a few from the Nerd Block family. If you sign up for the first time, that you get a nice little discount. So yeah, I'll put the link down there. I'll put the link down there for Shirt Punch. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and more will be coming your way soon. Cheers. See you later. Bye.